Don't you think of me enough? I've been burning my heart out. That's the things need to stand out. I won't go, 'cause I'm ready to.
What's going on, everybody? So welcome back to the YouTube channel. Alright, so before we get into today's mic'd up workout video, we do have a few announcements, such as we hit 11K on YouTube, right? I don't know if y'all been steadily coming back to the channel or whatnot, but we hit 11K. We're almost about to hit 12K. We're like 500 and something subscribers away. So first and foremost, obviously I want to thank you guys for just helping the community grow, you know, watching the videos, liking the content, and just continuing to support me, continuing to allow me to hopefully change your lives, allow me to hopefully have an impact on your life and lead you down the correct path, which to me the correct path is Jesus, and I'm only able to do so much, and I know that God's going to take care of the rest. But obviously, guys, I'm very thankful for you. I'm very thankful that God has blessed me with a tremendous community like y'all. So thank you again so much from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate it. But like I said previously, we got arms and back today, right? Quick little thing though, we have changed our split around. So Monday and Wednesday we have arms and back. Now, if y'all remember correctly, I used to do legs on Wednesday, but I have moved legs to Friday now, just because the gym closes earlier, and I do go to Planet Fitness. That's the only gym I go to. But so now we're doing legs on Friday. So that means we got arms and back, chest and shoulders, arms, back, chest and shoulders. So it's kind of like a, not necessarily, it's not a bro split, because a bro split is like one muscle group per week if I'm correct. But anyways, got my own little system going here. But yeah, arms and back, mic'd up workout video. So if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you are coming back to watch these videos and you just haven't hit the subscribe button, you keep forgetting, let me remind you, go down there, hit the subscribe button. Also, follow social medias and all that good stuff. Link down in the description. Alright, that's enough of this. Let's go ahead and get straight into this workout. Alright, starting off a back, doing a lat pull down, as you can see in this one. Did this for 4 total sets, 120 pounds. 10 to 12 reps. It was 10 reps for sure. So, key to this is keeping your elbows bent and down and keeping your chest and chin up. Dude, all you want to do is pull it as close to your chest as you possibly can. That's the best thing that's worked for me. But anyways, moving on to the next exercise. Alright, next exercise is dumbbell lateral raises. Again, this is going to work your upper back mostly, upper lat, rear delt, traps, all that good stuff. But I did this for 3 total working sets. I think 12 to 15 reps. Just count them in the videos I do them. But anyways, key to this is keeping a pretty consistent grip. I say when you come up on the rep, don't try to twist the dumbbells, because you're going to take a lot of tension off of your upper back and the muscles that you are trying to hit. So make sure you keep them angled as you see in this video, and squeeze the top as hard as you can. You don't got to hold it there unless you just want to go crazy, but right here I was just doing as much pre-exhaustion as I could do. Alright, moving on to the next. Okay, moving on to a type of row. I'm not really sure what this is called actually, but just watch and learn basically, right? So I did this for 2 working sets, 12 reps exactly. Really just pulling it all the way to my chest, as you've seen right there, and getting as much squeeze and tension as I could. This is also going to work your mid lat, upper lat area, and a bit of your upper back as well too. Again, this is a great exercise if you are trying to build an upper back and just overall get thickness on your back. You know, we all want to be wide, but you know, if you're wide and don't have no thickness, you know, what's the point, right? Alright guys, moving to arms now, starting off with preacher curls. I did this for 3 total working sets, basically just going to failure. So a little pre-exhaustion method I use. Was doing 80 pounds for this, not going all the way down just in case you can't lift the weight up and you put that much strain on your bicep, you could end up tearing a muscle, and that's going to put you out of the gym for weeks. Well, with arms anyways, if I get hurt, I tend to just continue training anyways, but a different muscle group obviously. But this for a burnout set, 3 times, 3 complete sets, and just going as hard as I possibly can. In a second, you'll be seeing me come up to the top right here and just really trying to squeeze really hard, and then I'm gonna finish this set with just a couple burnout reps, pretty exhausting, and just get as much tension as I can on my bicep head. Second exercise, incline dumbbell press, not press, what am I saying? Incline dumbbell raises, right? Curls, whatever you want to call them. Again, this is one of my favorite movements here recently. I did this for 3 total working sets, 8 to 9 reps. I was doing this with a pretty heavy weight for me anyways. It was 25-pound dumbbells. Usually I do these for 20, so I'm able to get a lot more reps out, but I was just going basically to failure. In the end of this clip, you'll see me, just pushing out as much as I could. But key to this, guys, is to bring it up slowly. Unless you are trying to just maximize as much reps as you can, then obviously just sling the weight around. But you're really just trying to control it on the decline and incline. And now, as you heard I was talking about right here, just trying to get some extra work in on that bicep head. But anyways, we're gonna be moving on to the next exercise for biceps now. So, alright, last exercise, pretty self-explanatory. I got a rope on a cable and I'm curling it, so I'm gonna call it rope curls. Call it whatever you want, give it whatever scientific name you want to, I don't really care. But again, another great movement. I did this for 3 working sets as well. Just 10 to 12 reps. But I was kind of holding my grip really close together, because the wider I am, sort of, when I go to curl up and like push out a little bit, I feel like I lose tension, especially on my bicep, and that is not at all what I want. I want to keep constant tension, constant blood flow rushing into that bicep head, so I can just continue to build upon the muscle that I have, continue to allow those bicep head to grow, continue to allow it to build a better and better pump each time. But yeah, I love this exercise. Without further ado, we're going into triceps now, so let's get over there. Alright, starting off first movements with straight bar tricep extensions, or push downs, whatever you want to call them. Did this for 4 working sets, again going to failure. Just pushing as hard as I can, squeezing really hard at the decline, and especially as I go down and go up with the weight, I'm just controlling it. So this was a pretty heavy set, so I think I maxed out at like, 10 reps I think. But even then, I got some partials in there as well. So just maximizing on the weight that I can do, getting partials out as you see right here. Okay, without further ado, moving on. Okay guys, jumping straight into it. Standard rope cable push downs, extensions, whatever you want to call them. You're just hitting your tricep. That's literally all you're doing. Pretty self-explanatory. As you see, my tricep is pretty pumped, pretty full of blood. Did this for 3 working sets as well. Drop sets, pretty much burnout to failure. So no set rep amount or anything like that. Just go as hard as you can. That's my biggest tip to you guys, is do as much weight as you can, as hard as you can, and as many reps as you can, and I promise you are going to see growth. Alright, so it is the next day from the workout. We're going ahead and getting straight back into these devotions. The past maybe 2 videos or 3 videos, I'm not really sure. I edit them, get them out as fast as possible, and then, try to catch up on all the other social media stuff that I got to get done for the day. But we are coming back to the devotion. So this one is coming out of Romans 1 verse 16. It's talking about being unashamed of spreading the gospel. So this is what it says. For I am not ashamed of the gospel, because it is God's power for salvation to everyone who believes, first to the Jew and also to the Greek. Basically, when it says first to the Jew or also to the Greek, it's talking about, different types of people, Or at least that's what I get from it. That's what I think about it. It don't matter, what type of person you are, necessarily what you believe in, or it don't matter the color or anything like that. He's talking to all, right? We should all, as Christians, not be ashamed to spread the gospel. We should all, as Christians, no matter, what religion you are, if you're a Methodist, if you are Pentecostal, whatever it may be, there's lots of variations of Christianity. So Anyways, it is talking about how we shouldn't be ashamed to spread the gospel. We should only seek God's acceptance and not man's acceptance. And when it means man's acceptance, it means like the world, right? When we as Christians, are afraid or ashamed of what other people think, we are, ashamed of technically God and the gospel and what He stands for and what we say we believe in and what we stand for. And when we are ashamed to do that, that is sort of like punching God in the face. He's like, I believe in you, but I don't want to say anything because I don't want people to judge me. And as Christians and as believers, God encourages us to spread the gospel. And when we don't do that, it makes us sort of look like fake Christians, right? Because we are also put on this earth, and it is our duty as Christians to help spread His message and help lead as many unbelievers and people that are struggling with worldly things to Him, so that He can change us, so that He can change them. Because we cannot change anything. We are humans. We need God. And when you're a Christian, the more and more that you develop your relationship with Him, the more and more that you start to understand, the more that you also understand that you can't do any of this by yourself. Everything that you have, everything that you inspire to be, everything that you want in this life, it comes from one thing, and that one thing is Jesus Christ. It is God. And why would you hide that secret? Why would you keep that in yourself just because someone's opinion of you might change? Guess what? It don't matter what Jeffrey says about you. It don't matter what Selena thinks about you. If she breaks up with you because you believe in what you believe in and you're a big Christian, you like spreading the word, well, that's her problem. God's got to do His work through her now. He's going to be proud of you regardless, though. And just because you are scared of losing people, just because you are scared of what others are going to think or what rumors may fly, that shouldn't discourage you to stop spreading the gospel or even be ashamed of it. That should encourage you because you know that you are touching them in some way, and that you also know that God is proud of you and that God is looking down and smiling at you, which is the only validation, the only acceptance, and the only opinion that should matter to us, especially and specifically if we are Christians. At least that's how I look at it. That's how I think about it. I've lost tons of people. I have so-called offended tons of people for saying what I believe in and even trying to help them grow closer with Christ. And sometimes when we're Christians or when we're coming to church for the first time, we sit down, in the sermon, he starts talking, right? And then he may bring up something that you were struggling with. He may bring up something that you were dealing with. And it sort of feels like you were being specifically targeted. Like someone in that church wrote your name down and gave it to that preacher or that pastor to point you out and say, you're doing wrong. I need you to change. And that's not it at all. It's just God is convicting you. God is making you feel guilt inside of you because He wants you to change. It's not to discourage you. It's not to push you away from the church, but it's to, or God even, is to motivate you to get closer to Him. And when we get closer to Him, the more we understand everything that happens, the more we understand, what we have to go through in order for us to grow as Christians. And bringing this all back to the main point of this passage is don't be ashamed, don't be scared to spread the gospel. Because opinions and things of this world do not matter and don't compare to what God has waiting for you, God can do for you, and God will do for you. Trust me, I am a witness myself. I have lived for the world, I've done things of this world, and I have lived for God, my very best that I could anyways, and done things for God and of God, because that's just, I was tired of not feeling the fulfillment. I was tired of being, just this wondrously aimless thing just walking about this world. When you don't have any purpose, when you don't have any fulfillment, you start seeking things technically of the world instead of what you truly should be seeking, which is the Lord and God above. And only He can give you true fulfillment. Only He can give you true satisfaction. It don't matter how many things you go through that are of the world, they will never ever compare to what Jesus has for you and what He can give you as well. So don't be afraid to share the gospel. Don't be afraid to tell your best friend who may not be a Christian or whatever it may be. Don't be afraid to tell them about Jesus' love. Alright, that's all I'm going to say about this, guys. please watch to the end of the videos, guys. A lot of you don't even make it past the first 20 seconds of the videos. But you know, I really would appreciate it if y'all would stay through the whole video, because this is the most important part of the whole video. I think is talking to God about you guys. But I love you. I appreciate y'all. Thanks so much for staying if you did stay, and if not, I pray that you will next time. Alright guys, catch you in the next video. Peace.